Yoni, I cannot imagine the anguish and fear and heartache you're experiencing right now. How are you managing every day?
Well, every day is different. Since Saturday, it's been long 5 or 6 days, which I haven't had any sleep or eat, maybe only to survive. I'm running out of tears, I don't cry right now because I cried so much today. I don't know if there are any tears left. There is no words to describe such a feeling. I don't think I can explain it to myself at this point when it's all so new. It's only happened on Saturday, and since then I'm in a nightmare, not less.
Can you tell us, Yoni, what happened? I know you received a call from your wife who was visiting her mother, I understand, in southern Israel. Is that correct?
Yeah, my wife visited her mother. I wasn't with them that day, um, and they slept there on Friday. Saturday morning, the invasion started, and my wife called me around 10:30, told me that she's hearing gunshots and they are locked down in the safe room. And she was whispering, frightening, telling me people entered the house. So that moment we decided to disconnect because we didn't want to risk her, and I didn't know what to do with myself, and that was the last call of with her. I didn't talk to her ever since. Unfortunately, after a few nerve-wracking hours, which I tried to get a lot of information and doing phone calls and, you know, doing everything I can to reach her and or my mother-in-law, I saw the video, which I think you probably saw already, which is 9 seconds long, and my wife gets put on some cover. Someone put some cover on her head and Allah Akbar screaming all around. And I recognized immediately in that video my wife, my two daughters, my older daughter named Raz, which is not 5 yet, had a little purple dress and long hair, um, golden hair. My baby daughter named Aviv, she's not yet 3 years old. And, you know, when I saw it, I felt the all of the energy running out of my body.
Was your mother in law with them as well?
Yes, she was.
You were able to locate your family through locating your wife's cell phone. Is that right?
Yeah, during that time, before I saw the video, after the phone call who got disconnected, her email was open on my laptop. My neighbor suggested this idea, and we did locate the phone. It was inside Gaza, so it was also nerve-wracking. But the video left no doubt in my mind that they were taken. I don't know their condition. I don't know whether they are alive. I don't know if they are hurt or are getting hurt right now. I want to believe they are okay, but the uncertainty is very big.
Have you talked to anyone in the Israeli government, Yoni, about anything? Have you had any conversations with any officials?
Well, I had, and my mother-in-law and also my wife both has German citizenship, and I talked to the authorities also here, in Israel, the military and the government. But I also approach the German authorities, trying to get someone to hear me, and they did. They heard me and they answered me, and I just approach and talk to who I just shoot to all of the direction, uh, trying to catch some information to progress something, but unfortunately, I have no concrete new information about my family, and I don't know if I will have I don't know when I will have new information about them, and that's quite a nightmare.
I was going to say it must be torture not knowing anything and then seeing the pictures and the videos coming from Gaza with the missile strikes there.
Like you said, I'm living in some kind of nightmare. I don't get up in the morning because I don't go to sleep. I'm not hungry because how can you eat when you don't know what your babies are eating for dinner right now? Don't know nothing. If they are alive, if they are okay, how can a father eat something? How can a father sleep when his wife, when his two baby girls, only babies, they are less than 5 and 3 years old? How can you take how can you take them? How can you why I don't know what human mind is is thinking in that way, but I just can only hope that somehow they are in the hands of someone who has a minimum of merciful feelings.
Yoni, have you spoken with any other families of people who were taken? Because there's an estimated 150 people who were abducted. Have you made contact with any other families?
Oh yes, like I said, my mother-in-law and my wife has a German citizenship, so we contact other German citizens that families of German citizens that were abducted and probably held there. And also with the other families, we are trying to get together. I believe that we will meet in the few days, but I'm saying that to you. The desperation is leaking of me.
Have you heard anything from the Israeli government?
Yeah, they contact me, and we are in touch, using the military officials and other officials. But still, to tell you that I know what about my family right now, I don't know anything.
I am so sorry you're going through this. It's just, as you said, I think there are no words to describe what you must be experiencing now and just the pure and utter anguish of not knowing and wondering about your little girls and how scared they must be. And of course, your wife. Can you tell us a little bit about your family, Yoni?
Uh, well, it's a lovely family, two beautiful girls, lovely wife, regular family. I'm here near their bedroom where we put them to bed every night. Who doesn't want their kids to come and jump on his bed? Who doesn't want that these kids will play in their toys and their puzzles and make a noise and drive him crazy? Sometimes like every other parent, was complaining about the noise, and now I regret it so much because is the sound of silence is much more disturbing now.
Tell me about your wife.
Well, she's a very smart girl, beautiful girl. She was a CPA in age of 23, and she have a successful career. She's 34 now. Her name is Doron. She is a master in making cakes and pastries. That's her hobby. Lovely mother, the greatest mother. And I hope that if she's okay, I hope that she managed to keep the sanity and take care of the children, the girls. But she's a remarkable wife.
Do you have anyone there helping you through this? Are you alone?
Like I said, I got the whole world here around me, but my whole world is not here with me. So I have so many family and friends around me, and that day, and I appreciate every help that I can get. But you know, I don't have the only thing I need.
Are you optimistic, Yoni, that there will be negotiations for your family for their release, or do you get a sense that that's not going to happen?
Honestly, I don't know. My senses is not the right way to measure things right now. The uncertainty is very big. I can only hope that something will develop in this direction of diplomacy, of negotiation. But that's why I would like to, that's what I do all the time. I'm approaching to the German authorities. They have German citizen there, so maybe someone can hear me. Someone can move something. Maybe we can get a sign of life. Maybe we can only know that they are okay. Maybe we can give them the medicine they need. You know, children, they need treatment, they need medicine, food. How can they survive without that all of that? How can they? I don't know.
I know you've been focused on your family, Yoni, but have you gotten a sense of the world's reaction to what has happened?
Well, I have a clue, but I didn't see much television uh, uh, the lately. I all the time I'm trying to connect with people, and I think that the world reaction is according to what they saw. We all have eyes. We all saw. How can you stay, you know, how can you not be angry and be mad when you see those images? How can you not react? And I hope that they will.
Yoni, what do you hope from? I know you've been talking to people like me, journalists. What are you hoping to achieve by doing these interviews and telling your story and talking about your family?
The return. That's what I'm hoping to achieve. That's what it's the only thing I'm living for right now. So the only thing I can do is try to contact people, try to interview or maybe approach the international community or the authorities, whoever can hear me. It doesn't matter because the world needs to know that those beautiful babies and other babies got kidnapped.
I'm so sorry. And I hope that maybe this talking to me will help you get some information that you need. Um, I'm so sorry you're going through this. I'm so sorry your beautiful wife and daughters are going through this, and your mother-in-law and so many other people. When you hear people say that Palestinian children in Gaza have died uh, and have been mistreated, that's one thing that people are saying in reaction to this massacre. What is your reaction to that?
Babies are babies, children are children. It it is never getting easier when you talk about this country or this country. Children are children, babies are babies. I don't have any hate in my heart, not to anyone. This is not our way. And no matter what, at any war, I think children should be off limits. But I think that the images we saw and the images we saw from the communities who got invaded. I think, my wife grandmother just died a few months ago. She died in the age of 100 and she was a Holocaust survivor. I never thought that few months after she passed away, I never thought that I lived to see a Holocaust. And I lived to see a Holocaust. And this is not a massacre. This is a Holocaust.